Jewelry, by BDK, handmade magic in every hue, color in the beat, story in the line, art on your skin, let your spirit shine. Jewelry by BDK, bold, divine, crafted with love, one beat at a time. Wear your truth, let your style speak loud. This is jewelry by BDK. Stand strong, stand proud.
I got a box that came in from Miss Laura out of Kansas. So we are going to go through here and take a look at all the goodies that we got. I did look through the box already, and a couple of things I pulled out because I'm going to use those pieces for Focal Friday. And Focal Friday is only for members. So I didn't want those couple of pieces that I pulled out to be seen in the general public. So the rest of everything I am going to share. I'm not sure what this is right here. Let's see what this is. Miss Laura had contacted me by email and she was asking me, she said, focal or stubborn. What is this? Oh, collapsible eye needles. You may already have these, but from my stash. Oh, she said you were trying to get elastic cord through one of your wire focals on one of your videos, so I wanted to send them in case they will be of value to thread elastic through a wire focal or a stubborn bead. Oh, that's cool stuff. And the trick with that is I do have the needles and I have the really long ones, but you guys know how I do. Thank you for this anyway, Miss Laura. But you guys know how I do. It's like, I don't think tools. I don't think, to buy extra tools, use extra tools, if I could just do it or like figure it out. I guess that's just the way my mind works. But these are the little needles right there. So we got those, and these will come in handy. So we got those. And then I like how she bagged them all up nice and organized. And we are going to go with, let's see what this one is. This says porcelain. And I'm going to just open this one up and see what these are. She got everything in its own individual bag. So that's a little bead right there. Porcelain. These are, let's open this up. It says porcelain. Are they holes? Yeah, these are. Oh yeah, these are holes on the end. So these are very different. I would have to figure out. Now pieces like this, you know how I make those big. Trying to see if I got something down here. You know how I use the big wood slices to make the pendants? This is something that would more than likely can be glued on something or on the edge of it or something like that. Because I couldn't see using it like for earrings or, like on a necklace or something like that. So it would have to be like an extra piece. So like maybe glued onto something and then decorated around it or on top of it or something. Or even, because the ends are gold, I could wire wrap it and then put beads and then it becomes some type of focal. But there's always something that could be done with, like anything that you get. So nothing that I receive from any one of you guys will go to waste. It's just I have to figure out at some point how to use it and what to do with it. That's all that is. Okay, and it looks like there's a couple more right here. Oh, and the cool thing is these are blue, like a faded blue. And I can see where these have jump rings on the end. So even with that, I still couldn't see what I would be able to do with them as far as like making a piece of jewelry. Not unless you ran some thread, wire through here, made a dangle, but I wouldn't do that. Again, I would probably use it as an extra piece to decorate something with, because these are nice pieces to use for. So we got 2 of these. That's 2 of the blue ones in there. And then we're going to put these back in here so we can have them. So we got those. We got that one. And then, let's go through this bag right here. This says miscellaneous beads and focals. Now my focals and Miss Laura's focals are totally different. And this one is a shell, but that's still good stuff, okay? This is a shell, so we see that. We got some little beads right here, those pink beads. We could always use these. You can see round beads in here. So you got green, you got the purple color, and it looks like the orange or red in the back. I really like these. These are kind of 60, 70-ish type beads. I'm going to find something to do with these. And then these look like little seahorse. Well, that looks like a seahorse. And then this one looks like a fish. So we got that. And then they do have holes in them, or they can be used for something. This is a beautiful bead right here. That's a real pretty bead. It almost looked like a Chinese type bead. That's a butterfly. Oh yeah, these are butterflies all over it. Butterflies and I think flowers. But this is really pretty. Nice bead. So we got that one. And then this one almost looked like a Christmas bug. That's pretty. Okay, that's that in here. And a lot of these beads will get mixed up into something. So they'll get mixed up with probably some bigger beads. Let's put this in here too if we can. And then we got this one. This says, it's a little card in here. Silver and gold charms. Put that back in here. Put this back over there. So that's those right there. They're kind of teeny, but that's okay. We can still use them. Like an old key. Some little bitty butterflies. I think these are like leaves or something. So we got these right here. And these are some little bitty stars. And little bitty in a sense, I can still use them. Because, you know, I like to put on some of them, I'll put 2 or 3 charms. So the little charms will work well when I put a big charm on something. And then I add those little small ones. So we got this. These little charms right here. And then this looks like just a little mixture of different. So you got a moon, and then you got a star here, and then some other pieces. Okay, so that's good stuff too. And then these charms will get mixed up with the bigger charms. Like if I hang, because like on some pieces, like bracelets, I'll put a big charm. And then there are times I'll put another small charm or 2 on it just to add a little bit of extra. So those little bitty small charms, that's what I'll do with those, you know. So none of it will go to waste. And these, I believe, are just some rocks. Because there are times where I will paint a rock and wrap a rock, right, and create a pendant from it. But these are really pretty stones right here. So they could literally just be wrapped in wire, you know, and then the wire decorated. So we got those. And then, let's see what else we got. Got a lot of goodies. Okay, and this one, she said, non-beads. Don't have holes, but I thought you'd love to work your wire magic. Okay. So these are ones that don't have holes. Well, this is an actual bead, so this one does have a hole. That's pretty. And then, yeah, these are just the small beads with no hole. I mean, yeah, with no hole. And this is really pretty. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. I should have kept this one out. I could have made this a focal. Dang it. I'm going to still make it a focal. Y'all ain't going to know it. If you ain't in part of the member section, you're not going to know no way what I do to it. So I'm looking at this already, and I could just see, I can see something made because I painted some beads yesterday that will match with this piece right here. And I can see some other little things being done to this piece right here. But this is beautiful. When you look at this blue, this is just really pretty and odd. Just the way these two pieces sit on top of this piece right here. It just makes it a really unique, very different piece that I would definitely use. If I was somewhere and I saw this and it was for sale, I would buy it because I like it, the oddness of it. And this is going to probably be a part of one of our Focal Fridays. So I'm going to put this one to the side to go in my focal box. So that's that. And then we got this. And let's see. Got a lot of goodies. Got a lot of goodies. Came up out of Kansas. Fibers, wood, bone, tribal beads. Okay. So we got these. I think I've seen some of these before. So we got those. We got these right here. These are some nice beads. I'm probably use these today. Those right there. Actually, I'm gonna leave them out. I'm probably use those today. We got these right here. I gotta figure out how to use tube beads too. So then we got a lot of the tube beads. Oh yeah, we got some itty bitty ones right here. Y'all know me and these itty bitty beads. Lord have mercy. And then we got these right here. We got these right here. I like this big piece right here. I'm already seeing something I can do with this part right here. And it has to do with a focal. I'm going to put this to the side too. This is going to go in my focal box because I can see something already made using that. And then we're going to move on to our bigger boxes. I mean, bigger bag. And let's see what this says. Plastic beads. This one. Let's see what this says right here. I see a big pretty something. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna let you see it because I was thinking, well, these are these right here. But then I was looking at this and I'm like, I'm gonna use this for a focal. But this is really pretty. You could use this for a Focal Friday. Again, if you're not a part of the member area, you won't know what I do with it no way. So all you're seeing is basically the piece. But in the members area, they're going to see a completed finished piece of jewelry with me using this. And I'm going to wipe it down real good and shine it all up and make it look real pretty. So we're going to use that. Nice, nice, nice. And then we got some little red beads right here. We have these little beads here. Some black ones. And all of these are going to get mixed up with other beads. So even though you may see 2 beads or 3 beads or 4 beads, all of them are going to get mixed up together. So they'll get used. Let's see what else we got. We got these right here. We got those. We got that one. We got these nice pretty long ones right here. Let's see. These little black beads right here. A lot of good stuff I'd see I could use too. So we got some hearts. And then these. We got these right here. And then this bag. Oh, this one has white. So this one has a little white, and I love me some little white beads. So we got these right here. 1 by 120. I'm just gonna price them. So these are what these look like. It's a lot of these in here. These type of beads. I'm gonna figure out something to do with these. I like this. This is really pretty. Just the shape of it and the way that you can see the grooves in the glass, right? You can see that. These are really pretty. I think these will make some nice earrings, and they're lightweight. They're not too heavy. So I can see these with gold, you know, a little accent and charm dangling from it and stuff. These are really pretty. They almost look like a little skirt. So we got those. We're going to definitely do some goodies with those. And these little white beads right here. Oh, we almost missed the bag. And then plastic beads. Okay, yeah, we got those. These look like, oh yeah, we got these. I thought they were shells, but they're plastic. And then these little beads right here. So it's a lot of little good little beads. It might be 2 here, 3 there, 4 there. But that's still okay because, like I said, they could be married with other beads and you can come out with something really cute. Really nice. So we got that, we got that, and then we got one last one. And I think this is glass beads. So these are glass beads. And then we got those right there. Little pearls. Oh, these are pretty beads right here. And then these right here. We got those. You can see those. And this one is a little mixture. Those, I'm going to probably use some of these today. So I'm going to put those over there. These little ones right here. Some black, let me see, how was these looking? Some little black ones. This one too. Probably going to use these today. We'll put those over there. These right here. Probably going to use some of these today. These little green ones. What's this right here? Ooh, these are some itty bitty beads right here. You guys already know. Itty bitty ones. And then we got these right here. These right here. A lot of nice ones, really nice ones. I'm going to probably use these today. White ones. And these are all glass beads. So we got those right there, really pretty. We got these right here. Oh, these are pretty right here too. You see that? Two-tone. I like two-tone beads. I'm not gonna use these today. I might use them today, I'm not sure. And then we got it's hard to see, but I applied sterling something to it. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. It looks like leaves. You can see the leaves on there. This is really pretty. This is going to probably go in Focal Friday too. I'm going to figure out a way to create a wire frame around it. Like frame it in a wire using a frame wire, using the wire, of course, and then do something with it. But I like this. This is really pretty. So I'm not going to use it yet. And then we have these right here. And then we got this one will be. These are really pretty. Now, if y'all got extra beads out there that you ain't using and you want to send them to me, I will gladly accept those beads. Just go ahead and email me at jewelrybybdk@gmail.com. I will accept all the beads and use all the beads and all that good stuff. So that's these right here. Not just the beads, supplies, like anything that you have that you no longer want, no longer need. You got stuff in your garage, you got it stuffed up in your little storage room, and you just be like, I'm tired of looking at this stuff. Let me send this stuff to Darlene. Send it to me. I'll take it. Email me at jewelrybybdk@gmail.com. So these are those right there. And you already know I'm going to definitely use it. And then we got these right here. I'm going to have to try something with these. As I look at these, this is a beautiful color. I think I'm going to try some earrings with these today. So I'm going to try something with these today. So I'm going to leave those out. We got these right here. Some beautiful blues right here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, these are pretty too. I don't know if I've seen these type of beads before, but these are really pretty. I think I might use these today. And then we got, now see, I like pieces like this, just big. These are huge, nice focals for bracelets. So these will be great for bracelets, and you can stack around them depending on the type of beads that you use. And because it's a plain bead, you have to really make sure that the beads that you use to create with this type of piece are some jazzy beads. They can't be just plain, simple type beads, because this bead, the focal bead itself, is plain. It doesn't have like any type of real decoration. You see a little bit of something right here, but it doesn't stand out loud and speak to you. That's why you got to marry it with like really nice, you know, decorative beads. But I love, 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 love pieces like this, beads like this. So it's 3 in here. So that'll get me 3 really cool bracelets. I don't think I would use them for necklaces, but they are perfect for bracelets. So these are going to stay out. I'm going to probably use these today. And then we got this. And then these little babies right here. And again, gorgeous glass. Absolutely amazing. These make absolutely amazing focals. You could use them for bracelets. And now this is a jazzy glass bead all by itself. However, if you match it with some maybe hand-painted beads that are just so divine, you are going to come out with a piece or a stack that is just totally out of this world, and then take it to the market and then come back and tell me what happened to it. Okay. So these are beautiful, beautiful beads. And that's what people look for. They look for very unique, very different. And if you're out there selling, you know, you guys know that. These are gorgeous. These are staying out because I'm going to use these today. At least one of them. We'll use at least one of those today. And we got these little pieces right here. And then we got these little pieces right here. So we went through everything. There's a lot of good beads up in here. There's a lot of 2s and 3s and 4s. And that's okay, because those beads could be mixed up, and they're going to get mixed up with all these other type of beads that I got up here, and they match good and they'll coordinate well, right? So that's still good stuff. But then I did pull some out that I'm going to do some stuff with probably today. And don't forget, if you got beads and supplies and all that good stuff, and you don't want that stuff, and you done looking at that stuff, Darlene will take it. Send it to me. Email me at jewelrybybdk@gmail.com. I also got a little wish list down there, a link to my little wish list. If there's something that you want to see me make, or you're trying to make, and for some reason it just won't come together for you, you can let me know that. If you got the supplies for it, send me the supplies and I'll make something. And you can get an idea from what I make if you're trying to make something. Because sometimes we'll buy beads, we'll have supplies, we'll have all that kind of stuff. And it'd be like, okay, I don't know what to make with this. I don't know what to do with this. Send me some of whatever it is that you got, and I'll make something. And then you'll get an idea from me, and then you can move forward like that. And then remember, my channel was all about jewelry making ideas anyway. It was never meant to be like tutorials and, you know, all that good stuff. It was only meant to be, you know, to share jewelry making ideas with people, because sometimes, you know, our creative thought needs to be provoked. And then hopefully I've done that here on the channel, and hopefully I continue to do that here on the channel. I love making jewelry. I will probably make jewelry for the rest of my life if the Lord allows. I hope He allows, because it is my perfect place of peace. I know sometimes people be offering suggestions for how to do things a little bit faster, or, you know, how to use a tool to make something, you know, more efficient, or this, that, or the other. And I appreciate all of that. It's no slapping anybody's face or anything like that. But when I sit down and I sit down and I create to just spend time in peace, to just take my time. However long it takes me to create something is however long it takes me to create it. I do know that there's faster ways to do things. That's not what happens when I create. That's not the goal for me. The goal for me is to take my time. As long as it's just going to take that time. That's all there is to it. It ain't no more. And that's all, you know, because once you are out of your space of peace, you're in real world situations that a lot of times are stressful. And we all deal with stressful, you know, things, no matter, you know, what they are. But when you find this place that gives you this peace, and you just, it is what it is, you know, you take your time, you do what you do, you loving it, it's loving you, you know, that's the good stuff. But all the suggestions and stuff I do appreciate, and I appreciate those. And no disrespect to anybody, but Miss Laura out of Kansas. Okay, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate all my goodies. Some of these goodies I am going to use today. And of course, all the rest of the goodies, they will find their home in a bracelet, a pair of earrings, or a necklace. And sometimes it take a little time to use certain things, but I will get around to using stuff, and, you know, like all that good stuff. But anything and everything I receive from you guys is always, 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 always appreciated. It's Saturday. I want you to have a really good day. And guess what? We'll talk.